yet you see fit to keep me in a constant state of consternation. With each unauthorized act, you jeopardize our hold of Fairfield.
Yes, but you must understand, the Protectorate citizenry is a hair's breadth from defection. Within the week, I'm certain.
Certain. Like the week prior and the week before that. Impressive foresight you wield. Should apply to join the Order of the Ascendant.
It would be difficult enough to convert the stubborn populace without your soldiers' constant, ill-advised forays.
Enough! Your yipping reminds me of my 2 old canids. I loved those canids. You, on the other hand, are trying my patience. We don't want to try Auntie's patience, do we?
No,
Auntie.
Auntie.
Yes, I thought not. Now, unless you care to see what life in the lower rungs looks like, you will both of you cease your foolish maneuvering immediately. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Auntie.
Good. See that it is done. I will brook no more disappointments. And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander. I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
Who in the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's choice business is like to get a body shot for spine. Though you're not wanting for moxie. I'll give you that.
Now, hold a moment, Carr. When opportunity comes visiting, perhaps it's better not to riddle it full of holes. Our new compatriot may be of assistance.
A surprisingly good point. Especially from you. She only forbade us using our own personnel. Be a whole other matter were a stranger to happen to aid one of us. But which? Well, you seem an observant sort, so I expect you'll tire of Milver Street's bluster soon enough. Come see me before agreeing to whatever absurdity he proposes. Unlike him, I have some work actually befitting your time. I'll be waiting.
Alone at last. I never thought she'd leave. Now then, allow me to introduce myself. I am D.B. Milver Street, Minister of Marketing, Duke of Demographics, Commercial Condottiere, President of Promotional Material. Tell me, do you believe in signs? Everything happens for a reason. Yes. Yes, I can see that kind of line working with our Protectorate demographic. I do not believe in signs. I believe in opportunities. Right now, at this moment, you and I have an opportunity to save countless lives. But I'm hardly the type to beg and ask for nothing in return. Tell me, what do you desire of this island?
With that hat? Absolutely not.
Is this a bad time to mention I can read lips? Ambitious, aren't we? Easily the best protected location on Paradise Island. Hardly a place for a stroll. Better yet, helping me shall result in our saving dozens, no, hundreds of lives. Your conscience shall be renewed. Please, Auntie may demand Carr and I do nothing. But for each moment I remain inactive, dozens fall in meaningless combat. I seek a persuasive method of alleviating this conflict. The Protectorate utilizes a procedure known as mental refreshment to, The Ministry of Accuracy contains vital information about the process and where it is performed. I previously sent a grafted soldier, Trooper Ceylon, to retrieve said information, but I have not heard from her in some time. Consequently, I must presume the worst. I've some faint The record room is in this building. You have my permission to peruse at your leisure. Grafted soldiers were the subjects of the Enhanced Soldier Program, so named as its intent was to utilize nature to enhance a soldier. Unfortunately, the program resulted in You should go talk to Carr. Perhaps when you hear what kind of violence she wants you to perpetrate.
off there.
Greetings again. You have my undivided attention. What's on your mind? An opportunity to find your way to the...
Watch out for that Auntie Cleo. I know she don't look it, but she's more dangerous than she seems. Even though...
You're here early. I expected you'd be on the receiving end of Milver Street's bluster until close to the end of time. Happy that ain't the case, as I can make use of you. I'm Officer Babylon Carr, head of aggressive acquisitions and persons elimination on Paradise Island. Let no one say I can't be official when circumstances merit. Now, not to say I question the presence of a wayward sightseer in the midst of a war-torn waste, but it might be safer for us both if I knew your purpose. The Vox, eh? Bent on bloody self-destruction, I could just have my troops dispatch you, save you the effort. Although if you were keen on continuing to draw breath, perhaps you and I could broker a deal. There are protectorate vitals need bled. You could do the bleeding. Unusual refers to every turncoat and is not a halfway strong enough phrase. Try gormless cretins who can not so much as wipe their running note. Don't know if there's a DeVries here. Not my department. Milver Street befriends the ex-subjects, keeps tabs on them. Why are you looking for them? Who are they to you? Directorate agents betraying their fellows? So much for humanity's best and brightest. I want the Protectorate war effort exsanguinated. You want into the Vox Relay. You help me, I help you. There's a particular holding we shelled early in the war. Name of Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center. Deserves a raising for the length of its blasted name alone. My scouts report recent Protectorate attempts to bring it back to functioning. I need the place sabotaged, lest Automechs return to aid the Protectorate war effort in droves. Should note, the ministers like to take our working together as a personal affront. Aid me, and I suspect he'll rescind any offer he may have made to you. Do you suggest that our good minister has lost patience with playing fair and now seeks to delve into the oily recesses of brainwashing? Oh, for shame. He's devoted to his half measures. I'll give him that. But he wouldn't have to wheedle and connive if he knew directness. Milver Street's grinning manipulation won't earn nothing but more of our own dead. Work with me. Certainly could. I wouldn't shed a tear on behalf of those drones, but the Protectorate is used to losing its people. And there'd no doubt be a replacement crew in a week's time. The repair center itself needs to be permanently put out of commission. Anything else is temporary. Could be direct. Feign that you're an assistant of some kind, though you'd have to have some know-how regarding engineering. But a simpler path would be paying a visit to the Ministry of Accuracy, liberating some credentials. Yaysayers ain't capable of suspecting a piece of paper. Competence recognizes competence. Get into that facility and make certain it won't ever function again. I look forward to hearing your results.
Commander, there is a 98.7% chance that hunting Agent DeVries will... Ammunition can be...
I can also help you craft items in a pinch when we're out together. Most won't even explode on you.
Welcome, welcome. See anything you like?
Scratch-Up actually contains real Scratch flavoring. You might say, though, that part's 110% correct. Okay, enough correction. So we made a few mistakes. No need to keep harping on them for God's sake. Now, on to other things. This is one of my favorites. Though, admittedly, I'm far from discerning.
Takes all sorts.
What's all this talk I'm always hearing about middle and lower management?
Well, the middle managers assign all the hard work to the lower managers, who pass that work on down to the bottom rungers. And the bottom rungers work just hard enough so they won't get their contracts canceled by the lower managers, who are fine with it as long as they get their bonuses signed off.
That sounds sick.
It gets results. We're here, aren't we? You certainly can't have mine. What kind of skills do you have?
Whatever skills are needed. I'm just a cog in the system. The system abides.
Hey, that's pretty catchy. You might have a future in advertising.
Never been the type to sit behind a desk all day. What, when I can stand behind a bar?
Oh, you must be one of my copious direct reports. Rest assured, put progress in my manual labors. Just like a novice facility sanitizer should. Many thanks for the validation. I don't suppose you can spread the word of my competency. I desperately seek to avoid yet another demotion. This meritocratic society is still so foreign. The workplace skullduggery, the prioritizing of self over community, the excessively colorful nutrition. I fear I'm not cut out for this canid, eat canid lifestyle. Seems the only way to flourish is through general underhandedness and ruthless efficiency. Never picked up those skills in my 50 years as Fairfield's drone operator. Pity they didn't keep me on there. I was quite skilled at it. Oh, you're right. I wanted change. Whole reason I left the Protectorate in the first place. No sense complaining about the means now.
our target audience here is people who want to forget their worries, and sometimes their names.
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. Well, maybe I am drunk. Drunk on bold ideas. Fresh blood. Swear, look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just so you can understand my... I had just the thing to get me a... Why, the path there might be lousy with raptidons for all I know. Couldn't or wouldn't go into pit. Complete rube, didn't... Don't want to bargain none? Might suspicious, you ask me. Like maybe I ought to end this here conversation. I have a few bits I can offer you. Not much, but if it turns out a roaring success like it ought to, and I get a fat promotion, I promise I'll see you're taken care of later. Splendid. Go parlay. He'll provide the agreed-upon schematics. Oh, so close, but so far. Truth is, edible spacesuits. All right, then.
With a door this tough, they must be storing something good in there.
Yeah, guns, armor, probably some ammunition, too. Honestly, camp ain't that much of a mystery.
Leave me be. The Sovereign Henry Varick. I'm not that kind of warden. It's a title of distinction for those who serve in the Protectorate military. Short for Warden of the Realm. And if I did, so you would. But I am of two minds on the matter of providing one. You may hold no allegiance to Auntie's choice, but you are not Protectorate either. I think it best we end our conclave here. Be on your way before you draw attention to either of us.
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income? I got plenty of...
Drives out. Say, maybe we could commandeer one of them
In case you haven't noticed, we're in the middle of a war. And part of being a good soldier is knowing your strengths and your weaknesses. In any... when Officer Carr ever gets the go-ahead, we need to be ready. Right. With all our new trainees, we've got the numbers. But bodies won't mean diddly without the weapons. You've made your case, Kemp. I'm more interested in hearing the opinion of our new friend here. What do you suppose?
Don't that strike you as a touch simple? And anyway, why would the Protectorate lock up everything they'd need to fight back? Unless they were trying to keep it from... an invading force. Saying it aloud's altered my opinion somewhat. Fine. It's possible.
I don't see it mattering much either way. That door is sealed tighter than...
Oh, really?
Ordinary...
blazes did you get in there? Stop that scrounging around. Huh. Guns after all. Most of these irons look pretty old-fashioned, too. A bit lackluster, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's real sad how our trainees will have the armaments to defend us now. And of course, we have you to thank. That sure was an impressive display of ingenuity and forward thinking. And humble, too. Well...
Every time I think I'm having a bad day, I just tell myself, wait till tomorrow. It'll probably be worse.
Take the pressure off with anti-fizzles, modeled under more than 3 atmospheres of pressure.
Boy, take this terminal and trash it. That's it. I need a smoke. If you're about to blast me about fixing that void-forsaken terminal, you must be thinking it's also the only smoke worth a good damn on this moon. Here, try a pack. On me. Glad I can please one person today. Can't say my actual taskmaster. The drones are ready to launch. All that he's doing is fixing their target. Drones are only... I know it probably seems like we're up to... As long as if you want to go... Look at him go. Drones launched. Say, maybe we don't mention your part in all this to Carr, huh? Truth be told, she's taken issue with me as of late. I could really do with not looking the fool again. You're a real pal. You will definitely be getting a high score from me during the biannual peer review. And before you go, take these. I reckon they'll come in handy to someone of your expertise.
Was that really necessary?
You just stopping by to admire only becomes a problem if the objects start. See that, however, no sky mines means the enemy can blow in like a bad sail, and we'll all be passing in our bits before you can say, gee, nice weather we're having today. Not unless your talent for interruption matches your knowledge of lifting. Like it's that easy, huh? All right, let's see you try then. I was being sarcastic, you ninny. I wouldn't trust you near a... Go do something that's not... All right, baby. It's just me and you again. Your upper story must be more damaged. I'm here to do a job. If only I hadn't misplaced my repair manual last week. This would have been a sin. Sure. I won't refuse an offer of free labor. I'll be here if you look...
Moonman character of yours, is he some kind of off-world?
Outsider. Hello, and goodbye.
Ectoplasm. Wait. Nope. Just Taro excrement.
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice?
Heavens, Auntie, you scared the living. Shouldn't sneak up on a man like that. Good way to earn a bullet betwixt the eyes. Guess I should apologize for all that hullabaloo before. Just mistook you for... Look, I know how it sounds. Like I'm a few crabbles short of a herd, but just hear me. It all started the other night. Saw a personage leaving the greenhouse, late. Figured it for Emily, but when I asked her about it, she didn't know what I was talking about. Happened again the next night. Gave chase that time, but I've not. But then the being of pure and... Well, maybe? I still don't know all the particulars yet. Yeah, we are all molecular machines and whatnot. I'm familiar with the 6 pillars of scientism. Guess I figured that was more open to interpretation than not. I certainly won't say no to having a friend.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until we were discovered. Though what an odd thing to die for. Apples. I forget. You invaders are not raised on the same diet of knowledge as we in the Protectorate. How small your uneducated mind must be. Trapped in worthless superstition. Perhaps you should have brought that friend with you. It was unwise to come alone. Of course, I know why you're really here. You have come to exact retribution for our larceny at your greenhouse. The greenhouse's stolen bounty offered a healthy alternative to gorging ourselves on that vending machine poison. Alas, I was spotted on 1 or 2 forays. Starving? Hardly. We have greater stores of strength.
Do not speak of biology to me, interloper. We are not the same. I am built in a...
If you are conniving for some concession of weakness...
Thought I saw you disappear in here. Oh. Seems I've stumbled into quite the shindig. You lot been hiding out in here all this time? Touch cramped, ain't it? You've got me there. Nothing enigmatical about a trio of Protectorate stowaways.
The more I listen to you invaders blathering, the more convinced I become of the need to rid our fair island of your wretched stupidity by
Not very copacetic.
If this exchange is not to your liking, I can accommodate you with a bullet instead. Spare me your insults. They mean less than nothing coming from the mouth of a corporate pet. I would sever my own hands at the wrist rather than sign a generous offer. But we prefer to die in the service of the Sovereign. This was always
Guess I had this mystery all wrong. Small part of me was hoping... Nah, never mind. It's downright foolish. I lost a friend in the invasion. A good friend. Thought maybe all this was her trying to send me a message of some kind. Like I said, I appreciate that. Never really talked about the direction of my thoughts on this topic with no one before. Wow, it's like I'm...
Protectorate's foes. I hoped you would return to me. Every night I would sneak out of Fairfield, despite the danger, desperate to find you. Would see fit to join your wife, yet no one has heard. I can only assume the worst. I don't think I can stay in this town any longer.
Emmeline will be pleased not to have to worry about her fruits and such going missing.
Protectorate's justice. I shall at least learn what became of you. And if you are gone, I hope I shall be executed. Then at least we shall be together.
My cover story seems a call. I was able to easily. I have hacked into the. Well, I have little. I thought I'd even created a fictitious identity and work transfer to Horizon Point Station well ahead of schedule, in order to keep anyone from tracking my movements upon commencing the mission. All that was left was the waiting. Or so I thought. Then, troubling information came to light. I've seen the numbers. I've seen the equation. Well, I don't and I did, but the complete. I can only.
I can't believe this. Void me if I understand any of this. DeVries sold us out for what? Because of a few. I mean, she wasn't a damn scientician. She said it herself. She didn't understand all of it, the math. So what was she thinking? Oh yeah? Damn it! DeVries may have saved me on Triangulum. Y'all thought she was the pinnacle of what an agent should be. Reckon so. Figured my own career could be just that. And then she betrayed us. Ain't son of DeVries. I mean, she always struck me as so dumb. But when those beliefs start to require hurting others, even killing them, that's worth questioning their virtue. That's different. Everything we've done so far has been for the mission. To save everyone. You forget we're on the same side here, Commander? I'm not the only one DeVries wronged. She robbed you of 10 years of your life. Don't you want recompense for that? Exactly. We get answers, then she gets a bullet. Everyone, whatever her plans, reckon there's gotta be.
pulverizing them suffice? No, I couldn't liquefy them. Apply heat and congeal them into kibble no beast could resist. Oh, Ethel, darling, you're a genius. Approach with less haste next time. I am Ethel Tinsley, chimeric scientist. I'm responsible for taming this delightful raptidon here. He will protect our fair town from his feral brethren in the wilds. Officer Carr has been in a state waiting for me to train the raptidons to, maul on command. It's rather pressing, and alas, one scientist-turned-tamer can only do so much. One might say I'm perhaps a bit on edge. Folk here have grown weary, shall we say? No. No, I don't believe it is. That's what the Protector... Anyhow, all I know is that if they were to begin working with each other, the mood in town would certainly be merrier. Or something akin to it. Well, I was a subject once. Despite my talents, the plan dictated that I should be relegated to programming cleaning mechs. Bah. But then, Auntie's Choice came along and offered to transform our lives for the better. I chose to accept. And look where I am today. Over the last year, I have climbed the rungs of my division through the sheer merit of my work. I have finally earned the respect I was always due. So you must understand what my position exemplifies and why my work has become my dreams and abilities were my... Oh, ask any of the other Protectorate subjects who converted, and they'd echo my words. When one can allow their ambitions to show, that is true freedom. Why do you assume I had anyone I could consider as such? My parents returned to the void long ago. No siblings, no children. I am the sole bearer of my name. As for friends, few cared for a janitor who talked to herself and preferred her book. Couldn't possibly understand what it's like to be seen as nothing. In any case, I do hope I've satisfied your curiosity. I would never imply such a thing. I'm sure the Minister and Officer Carr have only our best interests at... I'm unused to the way things are done here, I suppose. The Protectorate leadership never behaved in such a manner. The fact is that one wishes to woo Protectorate subjects to our ranks. The other wishes to secure a decisive victory with weaponry and technology. As for which approach is best, I wish I knew. Then her hands will be tied no longer. I suppose I can find relief in that. Some may think it too cruel to use Officer Carr's methods to strike the enemy while they are down. But I have come to believe there may only be one way to truly defeat an enemy such as the Protectorate. She believes this is very well. I work directly with... In theory, they'll be trusted to guard our most... Trust, I would not be here. Hello again. Remember not to move too swiftly if Copernicus lunges. Oh, what can I do for you?
Keep them coming. I can do this all day. That's the third drone in as many days. Where are the void damn things? Not likely. I've been keeping my lamps open for these things ever since they... But thanks for the concern all the same. Of course, we could have staunched the flow of drones by now if Officer Carr dispatched another patrol, as I requested. But that was a nasty one. Drone downed him on the reload. I do hope he's on the mend now. Erickson's a fine fellow, if a rather poor shot. Something of a sawbones, are you? I'm sure Doc Barnes appreciated the aid, considering how overfull the clinic's been. At this rate, they're gonna start training new recruits how to wield a scalpel instead of a trench knife. Horror of horrors. Trouble is, it's only a matter of time before these Protectorate drones break through and do some real damage to Fairfield. If you're keen on lending a hand, Bounty Terminal's just left of the constabulary. Carr doesn't trust me with that kind of work anymore. Not up... Really? Because that one looks like it's about due for the scrapyard.
Hey now, don't let the scratches fool you. Val here is in tip-top shape.
Error.
Logic assembly not responding. Please ask your query at a later time.
This does not increase my... Really wish I could give those drones a piece of my mind. Unfortunately, I need to go out there and do what I can. Show that bounty terminal and those Protectorate drones why no one...
Go consume like a good consumer.
Stop that scrounging around.
Stop blaming the wind. Targets not on the ground, recruits. Trainee Lindell, be so kind as to remind us all.
Guns are weapons.
And do we aim weapons at colleagues or at our own unprotected upper stories, even in jest? Hint, we do not. The soldiers, they're accustomed to being told what to do, when to do it. I'm not one to idle in the path of a good faith effort to accelerate education. There's just one problem.
What? The commander here.
Much as I'm inclined to trust the word of your compatriot, I still expect you to advocate. A teacher must always believe in the promise. Respectfully, I must... Lindell! You've returned. I don't suppose you're here for instruction yourself. Is this about the trainees again? I'm not aware of any invasion. We are here as liberators, not invaders. We're bringing the free market to those without the freedom to choose, and liberating Arcadia's resources to aid I understand it must look like violence, but listen to any of our ex-Protectorate colleagues speak on their... Thank you. I would not be here. Please don't think me rude for abbreviating our conversation, but I must get back.
You look unfortified. Getting enough emulsifiers in your diet?
If you're not a go-getter, then go away.
Gonna need a bigger storeroom for all these orders.
funny business.
And my chest won't loosen. What protectorate could launch an attack from that Vox station anytime? What if the mines aren't enough? Why do you... I know I can be... brusque. Yeah. Here. Managed to... And seeing how...
Why do you corporate folks do all the hard work instead of letting auto mechanicals do it?
Because we get paid to do it. We need the money so we can buy things.
Okay. Then once you buy the things you want, why do you do it?
So we can make more money and buy more things.
I'm simply not credulous enough to accept this is where I've ended up. Doing the work of at least 3 lackeys. A full half-dozen automechs, all by my lonesome. So, is there anything else, or can I get back to work? Really? Feel you're entitled to that information? Because though, and my contract says I get 0.00033427% of net after development, testing, packaging, advertising, and distribution costs. So you know, this is a pretty big deal for... You read my terminal? How embarrassing. The compliance adjusters broke the door lock when they arrested my predecessor, and I haven't gotten around... Not that I... So, why are you so interested in my... You know, I've been looking for some We're the best way to get things done in anti-space. If you're looking... They were rubes. Nitwits. They had to be done... So, long as your brain pan's filled... And it's already been resold, so... Having it... Because of... Trust me. For both... So... If she... And...
This paradigm of yours, or sovereign, or whatever, does it really provide everything you...
We provided everything
Protectorate folks must have been bored out of their skulls before we showed up.
Let me guess. Gun keeps jamming, armor don't quite fit snug as you like. State your division and I'll get you outfitted. Tell me what you need and I'll do my ample best. No one here but you, me, and several tons of well-oiled machinery. What's this about? Good eye. If things had turned out, you could... Knew you'd be back. What do you need this time? Now there's an odd... Wait one rat-gone moment. Did Miss Galloway put you up to this? I can't for the life of me induce a reason as to why a greenhouse manager... Oh, no. Key card to access the terminals? Right here on the boxes beside me. Businesses. What do you need this as a friendly...
But I reckon I can make do with half rations. 2 meaty roll-ups a day is plenty.
These incessant jingles over the loudspeakers. Do they ever cease?
Nope. You probably hear them in your dreams. If you haven't already.
Hello again. You get that inventory issue sorted? How grand. And while this... Just keep watching.